Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you there was a fighting game that mixes the subgenre of platform fighters and the genre of battle royales all into one game? Now, I know that's crazy. I'm raising a lot of eyebrows right now, but hear your boy out. I present to you a game called Byte Breakers, a platform fighter that's also a battle royale, developed and published by Odyssey Interactive, the same people who were behind Omega Strikers. And I never play Omega Strikers, but the character designs, the music, all that jazz, I hear a lot of good things about it. Also, Trigger Studios did the opening for the animation, so I do dig that. Now, you telling me that they're making a fighting game, of course I gotta give it a shot, even though I am not the most experienced with platform fighters. Those are not my strong suit. Now, a quick disclaimer, this current build of the game is a prototype, so not everything is final, and hell, the devs even said themselves they're not sure if they even want to fully commit to this project yet or not. So depending on the feedback and support that this test will receive will determine, what's gonna happen going forward. Just be aware of that. In this playtest, you have two modes you can go through. You can go to the battle royale mode that is filled with literally 40 players, and you can play with solos or duos. And you have the single stage mode, which essentially is your traditional platform fighter style mode where you just duke it out with the homies. Now, there is a practice mode in this game which puts you in an empty lobby and you can just get the feel of the game, get used to the movement, the gameplay, and so forth. And there are 7 playable characters that you can choose from that all have the unique moveset and playstyle that you can choose between. And oh boy, since this is a battle royale game, and boy, this map is huge, my god, you will be exploring a lot. Like all battle royale games, your goal is for you and your teammate to choose a spot that you want to drop off to and collect consumables, scrap for stronger gear, and take out the opponent and be the last man standing, or team standing in this case. Now, I will say this, you have up to 40 players playing on this map. When things get dicey, things really get dicey. Now, in terms of the controls, the system mechanics, and the feel of the game from just you using your character, it has your typical platform fighter mechanics. You have your basic attacks, you have your special attacks, you have your tilts, have moves that can change depending on what direction input you use, just like any other platform fighter. And there are grabs, and there are also energized specials that you can pull off, which are, in other words, just really cool special moves that do a lot of damage. Now, in terms of your movement, you got your runs, your walking, your crouching, you drop down platforms, you can fast fall. Hell, there's even 2 different types of jumps in this game. Say you can set regular jumps and then there's short jumps, which, I thought that was kind of cool. I guess my only complaint with movement right now, outside of the small bit of clunkiness it feels, I guess dropping down to different platforms feels a little weird. In terms of defensive mechanics, yes, there is a shield button. I guess coming off the multiverses, I'm not used to having an actual button I can use to block. They have dodging, but they don't have a shield, so this is already a plus on my end. I like this. Of course, the shield can reduce the knockback and the damage that you take, and there's also spot dodging in this game. But there's a grounded dodge, there's an aerial dodge, there's a burst mechanic in this game, and a team assist mechanic you can use. Health works different in this game compared to most platform fighters. You know how in Smash you have to get from 0 to 100, and the higher you get, the more knockback increases, if I'm not mistaken. Now in this game, it works more like a health bar. You go from 100 to 0, you will get hit, and if there's any like wall that's nearby, oh yeah, you're cooked. It's done. It's over with. Now, the good thing in this game, since this is a battle royale, say your teammate has, fallen. You can pick them up and revive them. Now, good luck doing that, because you're gonna have to go through hell and back in order to revive them, but that is possible. Now, in terms of gear, you have your different rarities, your different attachments, and I guess abilities in terms of like, oh, if I get these boots, they can increase my speed, or they can reduce the amount of damage against hazards. There's a lot of different properties and functions that the different armors that you can acquire throughout the battle royale section, which is cool. And getting the right gear that fits your playstyle and your character, you will feel very powerful. At least far as my knowledge, I have never played or even known about a fighting game that is a battle royale outside of like maybe one, but this is more so on the platformer genre of things. I think it's pretty unique that they're going for this concept. The first thing that comes to mind when I think of this mode, funny enough, is the Smash Run from the 3DS era of Smash Bros, where you essentially on this big map collecting different items and then you duke it out once the timer ends. But except for that, take the timer aside and you're just in a big battle royale, pretty much. That's literally the first thing that comes to mind, and I think that's a sick concept that they're doing. I like this. As for the roster, you know, I used a few characters to see what I like. I tried Atlas, Asher, Amy, Luna, Now, and Rune, but I'm more of a Juliet type of guy because I don't understand how platform fighters work. I'm gonna be real with you, I suck with them, so I'm gonna choose a character that I can, that's the ease of use, that I can just, you know, use this character and run the hands with. And I did just that, you know. Juliet, you know, you helped me out a lot and I really appreciate that. I like this character a lot. And then Luna, which she can literally just zone you out with her projectiles, which I do like. Her normals are a little stubby, but you know, she kind of makes up with it with her aerial special attacks. I say the only critiques I really have for the game, of course, the game can be a bit more polished, movement can maybe feel a little better. I think some of the animations can use some tweaking, and really I wish there was a way to change the field of view or adjust it a little bit. Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this game is like super zoomed out. Like, and I guess it makes sense because, you know, it's you will be platforming and jumping a lot, and you will have to see where your enemies are at. So overall, I really enjoy the game, and I hope they continue to support this game and actually make something out of this. So hey, I'm down for it. Now, with that being said, if you do like more videos like this, I do have a 2x KO video right here if you want to check out any fighting game reviews or content that I cover.